This is the 16-inch barreled IWI Carmel. It is the Israeli version of an AR-15 with the tactical flexibility of a chameleon and the reliability of a desert camel. If you're looking for a 5.56 rifle with a serious pedigree and adaptability, the IWI Carmel might just be something you want to take seriously. So let's dive in. As mentioned before, this rifle comes from Israel, where the terrain is unforgiving and the conditions can be very harsh. But without further ado, let's start up front with the tip. Up front, you do have a threaded barrel with a muzzle brake / flash hider on the front that will help you overall recoil. The barrel is a cold hammer forged free-floating barrel inside of this fairly large handguard. IWI does give you a 2-position gas regulator, which will help, of course, with suppression or not suppression, whatever you are running at that time. And you have a full-length Picatinny rail. Of course, this is all metal up top, which is going to be very robust and durable with your selection of M-lock on either side and on the bottom. So you can pretty much mount any optic you would like. You can mount any laser, any light, any grip. You really have a lot of options here with the IWI Carmel. As we head back just a little bit farther, you flip her over. It does seem like ambidextrous is the name of the game with the IWI Carmel. They actually have a charging handle on your left side, but you can pop that out, push it in the other side, and then you have a right hand bolt. Ambidextrous seems to be the name of the game with the IWI Carmel. They really thought about that when it comes to this rifle. Out of the box, you do actually get a charging handle on the left side. This can be removed and put into the other side, so that way you can charge your rifle from the other side. So whether you're a lefty or a righty, this rifle is definitely made for everybody. As we head on back, you do see that there is a mag release on your pointer finger, just like a standard AR-15, but that also does extend to the other side. There's a button right here that you press in, and it will release the magazine just like it would on the other side. So again, lefty, righty, does not matter. That same thing does go for the bolt release. So there is a portion right here that you can hit on the right side, but the bigger portion, again, like an ambidextrous AR, would be on this side here. You push it in, and it releases the bolt forward. The button on the other side does the same thing as well. Your safety, while we're on this side, again, is both on the left and the right side. So ambidextrous everything all the way with the IWI Carmel. Fantastic job on that. Now, your safety is more of a 45-degree safety on this guy rather than the standard 90-degree that you might find on a standard AR platform. So there is that. Now, the trigger. As we head on down, you do have a nice, fairly large trigger guard with the Carmel. IWI does a pretty good job at creating a little bit of extra space up front here, so if you are wearing gloves whenever you are using this rifle, it won't be as big of an issue. The trigger, as you start to pull it, does have a little bit of take-up, as you can see right here, and then a very clearly defined wall and brake. The brake is nice and crisp. It's definitely, you're not gonna miss that. Whereas the reset is nice and tactile as well. So again, not much movement either way. The trigger does feel very nice on this overall. IWI in the box does include a single magazine. It is going to be a fairly standard capacity magazine, and it does have a window so that we can see how many rounds you have left. It's a Magpul mag, which is always nice to see. Heading on back just a little bit farther, we do have our QD sling mounts. Now in the box does come 2 separate little QD sling mounts that you can actually just pop into place on either side, whatever your preference is. This is something that not a lot of manufacturers include, so it's nice to see it here. Now down to the B5 grip, you're going to have very aggressive texturing on either side of this grip. You have also very aggressive texturing on the front of the grip. This makes for a very, very good solid hold no matter how many rounds you're putting downrange, especially in the heat for extended periods of time. Following back just a little bit farther, we can see our stock. Now the stock does have a lot of very good adjustment points. You have IWI gives you an adjustable cheek riser, so you can actually get that perfect comfortable feel no matter how high or low your sight, scope, or whatever you're gonna put on here is. Again, very nice, and it stays in place, of course, once you put it into place. Beyond that, the butt pad does also extend out in a 6 different position, depending on your preference and how long your arms are or how short your arms are. For me, I like it right about there. Number 3. Heading on back to the butt pad, they do offer a 6-way adjustable kind of butt plate here that will allow you to adjust it to whatever your preference is. So once you get this thing raised and extended out to the point that you want, every time you're going to be able to quickly acquire your targets consistently. This is a huge selling point. But there's one more feature here that IWI includes that really adds to the versatility of this rifle. The stock is foldable. So you can fold it up, makes for easier travel. It brings it down to a nice compact form factor, as you can see right there. And to put it back into place, you literally just slap it right back into place. So nice and easy to use. All in all, gives this rifle a very unique look, a very unique styling, and being chambered in 5.56 makes this overall a very desirable platform. One note that I did want to mention before we get to the conclusion is this is a short stroke piston system. This will allow for cleaner operation and reliability, perfect for when your range day turns into a desert expedition. In conclusion, the IWI Carmel isn't just another AR platform knockoff. It's got a little extra flair that sets it apart from most other rifles on the market. It's reliable, it's customizable, has a pedigree that screams, I mean business. If you're looking for a 5.56 rifle with a touch of tactical sophistication and built-in toughness, this might have to be at the top of your short list. All in all, if you have any experiences with the IWI Carmel, please leave a review down below. We would love to see your comments. That is all I have for you today. God bless. Stay safe. It is time to